The butterfly effect is a phrase that encapsulates the more technical notion of sensitive dependence on initial conditions in chaos theory. Small variations of the initial condition of a nonlinear dynamical system may produce large variations in the long-term behavior of the system. So this is sometimes presented as esoteric behavior, but can be exhibited by very simple systems. For example, a ball placed at the crest of a hill might roll into any of several valleys, depending on slight differences in initial position. The phrase refers to the idea that a butterfly's wings might create tiny changes in the atmosphere that ultimately cause a tornado to appear or prevent a tornado from appearing. The flapping wing represents a small change in the initial condition of the system, which causes a chain of events leading to large-scale phenomena. Had the butterfly not flapped its wings, the trajectory of the system might have been vastly different. Recurrence, the approximate return of a system towards its initial conditions, together with sensitive dependence on initial conditions, are the two main ingredients for chaotic motion. They have the practical consequence of making complex systems, such as the weather, difficult to predict past a certain time range, approximately a week in the case of weather. Behind the curtain of the cosmic show, where interference patterns ebb and flow, nobody sought the tuning that would bring new clarity to all we think we know. For what is real but broadcast from afar? A signal dancing through the void like stars. Perhaps our whole existence merely plays on screens that float where no true substance are. Like roulette played with universal stakes, or Russian games where each pull might unmake the world, yet humans, tired of folly's reign, bet all on nobody for sanity's sake. It was like taking the chance of betting the entire company on either red or black in roulette, but was more like Russian roulette, in that really bad things could happen. However, the human race was quite desperate, having really had enough of pettiness and silliness. For insight's angels rarely visit now, while humans sleep as fortune passes bow. They seek Dame Luck in lottery's false dawn, while living costs rise, living chances bow. As Flip Wilson once said, the cost of living is going up and the chance of living is going down. Many were living a TV sitcom life. Genius has its limits, but stupidity. Some waste no time on wisdom's patient quest, while others claim that seeing needs faith's test. On rainy Sundays, bored beyond belief, they fashion gods to grant eternal rest. Many people even wasted no time reading ToeQuest forum posts. Even more said that some things like ESP had to be believed to be seen. Others, the types who quickly became bored on rainy Sunday afternoons, invented gods to grant them eternal immortality. More said than done, the ancient adage goes, while subway wisdom gravity's truth shows, Earth sucks. Proclaim the underground prophets. Everyone was only looking out for number one, not realizing that this often caused them to step in number two. Asked Gandhi of the West's civilized ways, it would be a fine thing. So the sage displays his wit while others eat and drink with mirth, till diet's morrow dims their merry days. And some said, eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we diet, since the waste was a terrible thing to mind. More horses' ends than horses fill our scene, while Horace rides before Descartes' machine. Yes, there were more horses' asses than horses. Some even put Horace before Descartes. Truth stranger here than fiction dares to tread, as nobody walks where no one's ever been. How goes it? Rascal calls through time's dim veil. It's raining, nobody reports his trail. Hardly? Asks Puff, dividing self from self. It's hardly raining, hardly. marks his tale. What means this riddle wrapped in cosmic jest, as nobody, umbrella-armed and blessed, strides through the rain of possibility, while watchers wonder at his strange quest? Perhaps in nonsense lurks the deepest sense, as humor breaches wisdom's highest fence. For who but nobody could fix the world while wielding just an umbrella's defense? Through time's rain falling hardly here and there, nobody walks where others wouldn't dare, to tune reality's great broadcast show with nothing but an umbrella to spare. Austin piped in that the English language was becoming a bit affected via nobody's interruptions in the past, but he encouraged that the journey go on, and so it continued as it progressed and went on. As English warped through time's distorting lens, while nobody sought cosmic odds and ends, some asked what "it" in "it is raining" meant, as if mere grammar could make cosmic sense. Just nothing, nobody replied with grace. Reverse gravity through time and space, reality's dilated antecedent, and meanwhile I am dampening apace. A little rain never hurt nobody, quoth Rascal, and thus made history. His words appeared in wisdom's ancient tome, though written now, yet aged mysteriously. A new and original saying that suddenly appeared in the now retitled book, The 2501 Greatest Sayings Ever. I hope the rain keeps up, nobody said, when asked his wish through time streams overhead, so then it won't come down. Such cosmic wit as space-time bent around the jokes he spread. How's it going, nobody? Asked Rascal again, figuring that nobody's watch was running fast from special relativity and that some hours had already passed. On an asteroid, nobody stopped to dine. Where universal lunch was served so fine, nobody replied, I heard that the universe was a free lunch, so I'm having it in a restaurant on an asteroid. The food is great, he messaged through the void, but atmosphere is somewhat hard to find. The food's great, but there's no atmosphere. Then Chicken Man, with questions off the wall, asked why the chicken made its cosmic fall. But Rascal, wise in relativity, explained how roads rise up to meet them all. Now, there's always someone who interrupts forum threads with off-the-wall stuff, so Chicken Man tried to catch Rascal unawares with why did the chicken fly across the road? And did the egg cross into God's universe before the chicken? The road moved 'neath the chicken's quantum stride, while space-time curved along its 4D ride, like baseball fields that rise to catch pop flies as universe expands on every side. Rascal, taking all this in stride during a lull, replied, as allowed by Einstein's relativity, the road moved to the other side of the chicken, and the chicken didn't land so much as the road rose to meet the chicken, as it extended in 4D, much like the baseball field rises to meet the pop-up, since the universe is expanding. And chickens cannot fly, he added true, nor did God brood on cosmic eggs of blue. So let's tune DNA of universe without more chicken questions mucking through. Through quantum foam and cosmic jest, they sought to fix the signal giving life to thought, while humor danced with physics' deepest laws and wisdom wore the mask of jester's sport. For in this quest to tune reality, perhaps the joke's what sets the signal free, as nobody repairs the cosmic show with wit that bends both space and gravity. Graybeard cried alarm through time's dim haze. The cards are changing in these altered days. The ace, once low, now trumps the mighty king. Has nobody set hierarchy ablaze? "Hold it," warned Greybeard. "Some critical atoms must have been disturbed by nobody's journey." Now the ace, a new name for the formerly bottommost playing card, the lowly one, is now higher than the king in many kinds of card games. This is a sacrilege and a travesty. Wait until London hears about this. But Kirkpatrick saw the deeper sign. How A meant all in wisdom's grand design, the one that births both monarchy and more, as cosmic truth in playing cards could shine. McKirkpatrick somehow got into the conference call and said, "Just heard, but relax. The all is the one. The A on the card really stands for all, for this is what gave rise to the monarchy, and of course the one is the one." While Frederick, master of the numbered art, assured them strategy stayed true to heart. Though ranks might shift in time's disturbed domain, the game's deep patterns would not drift apart. Old Greybeard watched the moon's unchanging face while counting minutes in the cosmic race, and Frederick checked his fingers left and right.